Welcome back, everybody.
We're back.
We're back. We're back.
Again.
Okay, last episode we did just the worst level ever.
We had
And
fun.
We had fun?
Yes.
I think you can replace that "we" with it to flip that W upside down
we had
to M.
cumulatively
And
had
me,
fun.
you could say you had fun.
He enjoyed
had
his
fun.
time.
I did it the first half, and in the second half, it just went it just went off the rails. It just went off the rails. But anyways, we're doing Cortex's alternate timeline to the level we not just did. Well, I guess just did for us, but like last episode. Yeah. You know, actually, back on to what I last episode we talked about a fellow creator from my Discord, Beef Dog. Shout out to you again. He's talking about because he played an episode. He was playing this game, and he was giving some of the same gripes that I have with it. Oh, Cortex is all fancy. I forgot something else he said, which kind of just adds to the frustration, because he was saying like it was just very frustrating. Like the difficulty that it provides just makes everything frustrating, because I've said this before, the game feels like Crash, which is great, you know. It plays like you expect Crash to play. It feels like a Crash game. It has the humor like a Crash game. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of the art change, it still looks like Crash. And when you play as Tana and Dingodile, who you never had before, they play very well. And the stuff that this is a time thing. The stuff that they can do. What the fuck? How was I supposed to get up there? I can't. What? Okay. The way they play is very nice. You know, it's very nice. I like it. I hate Cortex though. He sucks, and not because I'm playing him now. He just fucking sucks. The fact that he can't double jump is the fucking worst thing on the planet, and I hate Toys for Bob for making that happen. Anyways, but it's just the difficulty is just it just throws everything off. It completely throws everything off, and not because it's difficult, because Crash games are harder than people think they are, but this is just overboard. It really feels like overboard. Oh, there's TNT in there, because of course there fucking is. I don't know. It just feels overboard. It just feels too much, and not because last time I was saying like I wouldn't have my kids play Crash. I wouldn't have my kids play old Crash, let alone this Crash. So it's not just because of the fact that it's hard. It's getting to the point where like it's just not fun, and you never want to cross that line, you know?
Yeah.
You never want to cross that line when things are too hard. And it's not advertised as hard either. Like that's another thing. Like when games are hard, because you get all types of real-time strategy games and computer games and RPGs, stuff like that like, you know, let you know what you're getting into, right?
Yeah.
But in any of the promotional material, you don't get any of that with this. No one tells you that, you know, hey, you better be ready for a world of hurt. You better be ready for the fact that you're gonna have a hard time getting through like any level after like the second level. Nothing tells you that, you know. So it's like a huge, like I guess wake up call, but like the worst kind.
No, I get you. Now, okay, so has this spoiled your enjoyment of the game enough that so basically what happened to Toys for Bob is they got Call of Duty'd. So now they are just
they got absorbed into becoming Call of Duty support team, I believe.
Yeah, unless something happens means that they're not going to be making another Crash game. So has this spoiled your fun enough that you're like, fuck it, whatever, fine, I don't need another Crash game after this bullshit? Or are you still upset that happened?
No, it didn't. I'm not that petty to the point where it's ruined my whole love for the franchise. Because you can't do that. That's not fair. You can't like let one game ruin your hope with the whole franchise. Also,
so
okay, hold on a second.
No.
Hold on. Oh, I got Okay, no, it's just okay, when I finish this game, right, and then I I eventually get the platinum, which will probably be like 1,000 years from now. I will never play this game again. I will keep it because that's what I'm about, that life. But I will never probably play this. I will most likely never play this game again. It's not fun. It gets the fun loses its fun very fast because it's just ridiculous. They were too creative for their own good, and I started to agree what you said about the fact that because they made sure there were no microtransactions or anything like that, they had to find longevity in the game somehow, and this was their answer. I'm starting to subscribe to that same train of thought because it makes some sense. Also, okay, it's like, what is this? Oh, I know what I gotta fucking do. Okay. Yeah. All right. But I would love more Crash. Like if they made Crash 5 or Crash anything. I mean, okay, I don't mean this to be a hot take, but I don't give a shit about Crash Bash. But that's just me. I'm not the biggest party fan gamer anyways, so I didn't really care for it. But like a regular Crash game, a new Crash Racing game, that'd be dope. If they could redo Crash Tag Team Racing, oh, good times. But just so the franchise itself is still near and dear to my heart. It's still my favorite franchise of all time. I just hate this game. I just don't want anything more to do with this fucking game.
I got you. So a game that is near and dear to my heart, actually, that we didn't know when there was going to be another one, and we still don't.
What do you?
But a huge thing just happened that is going to make it at least a possibility now. So it was announced.
Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
No, it's fine. It was announced today that the NCAA has agreed that players officially now can make money off of licensing their image.
Wait, whoa. Okay, I know where this is going, and I'm sure everyone else does. Well, anyone who has any remote sense of sports, American sports, knows where this is going. But this must have been literally breaking news.
Yes, literally. I just got the notification.
Okay, because I check my news. I check the news every day, and there was nothing up until the early afternoon on anything regarding that. So that must have just happened.
Yep. I just got the notification. So they just announced it.
Oh no.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
So this means
boys.
NCAA football.
Oh, the future's looking good.
Is coming back.
The future's looking good for you guys.
You can absolutely guarantee that there will be NCAA football videos on this channel. I don't know if any of you are going to watch it. I don't know if anybody will give a shit about that, but there will absolutely be videos.
It'll finally be when David starts uploading for himself.
If I have time with school, who knows? But I'm definitely going to be playing it. And I'll tell RJ all about it. We'll have a podcast about it. Which he's just gonna vomit to me. Oh, just how much he loves it. Yeah, because Madden's going to be trash again this year. Like, oh my god, they're making so okay. Look,
sorry, you broke me.
They're making so many fucking excuses for this Madden. Leaks have been leaking out.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, where they've been showing certain people's
EA Play is next month, so that makes sense that there be leaks.
Yeah, that they're and you're starting to see some in-game models, especially of rookies that are just the there's the diamond in that.
Oh, one. I see. I saw it.
Just want to make sure. That are just the in-game creation of players, so they don't even have face scans of them, and Madden already doesn't do actual Hold
on a second. I have a feeling I need to shoot this guy, but how do I get up to him? I can't get up to that. So how do I get up to him? How do I?
You can't jump.
I can only jump this high. It is not high enough. So I have a feeling.
How would you get up to him once you shot him?
Well, because when I shoot him, he turns into a little malleable thing that I could jump on.
Can you shoot his beam?
I can't shoot up.
Can you shoot his beam?
Nothing happens.
Nope, nothing.
I'm just really curious of how this is like a little puzzle to work out here.
You have to use the jump thing on the other side there.
Whoa, shit, I didn't mean to do that. I did not. You know what? I'm just gonna ignore it. Anyways, go. Just continue on. About Madden.
Right,
so what don't they do?
They don't do the same kind of like 3D face scans that like 2K does to get like a really accurate face model. They do a really kind of like cheap version, probably because they feel like, well, the helmets are going to be on, so why do I need? Anyway, so their face scans aren't the greatest to begin with, but some of these models coming out, because they haven't, what they have said, they have not been able, because of the pandemic, they haven't been able to get in the team facilities to do any kind of face scans on rookies or newer-ish players. The problem with that theory that a lot of like Ryan Moody and other Madden YouTubers have been talking about is that during the pandemic, during the height of the pandemic, they were able to get like face scans of Giannis Antetokounmpo, which is a basketball player, and other face scans of other celebrities and stuff. Like Snoop Dogg in the game. So like they had the ability to like make it happen, like bring people to their studios and stuff like that. But they are just choosing not to make it a priority, probably because of money, to get the rookies into this game, because they know that people are still gonna buy it, because they know that people don't buy the game for an actual simulation football like they're supposed to be making, which they have the monopoly.
What the fuck?
No clue. Like they have the monopoly on.
Nah.
So yeah, just people are mad about that. They made some changes to the franchise mode this time, but it's probably gonna suck. Or not matter. So yeah,
you know
I'm looking forward to an NCAA game.
I think Madden will actually, or whatever, football in general, will be a good. Actually, no, Madden. That might be one of the only things that you and Travis could actually have a conversation about together.
Yeah.
Because he's a big Madden fan himself, and he loves to talk shit about how it is.
Well, I have not been a Madden fan for a very long time.
But you got no other choice, so you keep playing it.
No, I haven't bought a. Okay, I guess I should.
You play it, don't you play it? You'll rent it. You'll rent it and play
because it's been free. Like I won't spend money on them.
I know. I said you rent it because you can rent games. That's what I'm saying. You'll still rent it.
When I can't do that anymore, I'm not gonna buy them.
Well, you won't buy anything. That's the thing.
Well, not. I mean, I'll buy stuff when I eventually have money to buy.
Oh, that's a long eventually. Okay. Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay, I got it. I got it.
But yes. Oh god. Yeah. Anyway, so NCAA games are gonna be back. It's gonna be awesome. Plus, I mean, beyond just.
I give it 2 years.
Yeah, it'll probably be. Well, I mean, it depends if they were proactive in this, but yeah, probably 2 years.
I give it 2 years.
Because there's been talk of a while of them coming out with NCAA game and just not having it be licensed, but still have the skin and bones and the creation engine in there for the community to do all the work. Because the community at this point is like, EA, we will do this. Like we will make your entire game for you. Just give us the tools to do so.
Just let us do it.
Exactly. Well, yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, 2 years I would say is fine. Whatever, we'll wait. We just hope that it's not Madden, the NCAA game.
Yeah, I mean, so basically just don't let EA play. Don't let EA make it.
Well, it's going to be EA still
Does it have to be?
EA still has the exclusive rights to college football.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. They're the only ones that have been talked about during this whole thing that I've been tracking.
Well, of course they have, because they're the only ones attached with it. Like, that have ever been attached with it.
2K made a college game.
Yeah, I mean, like, a million years ago.
Yeah. Anyway,
I bet you like kids so long ago, kids probably don't even know that the game exists on the PS2.
Game Breakers '98, yo.
Yeah, because that's when I know. That's like the last time you saw that from a non-EA company was back like in the PS2 era.
Like whatever, they've made the last good NCAA game, the last NCAA football game period, NCAA 14.
14. Okay, I thought it was 13.
Was the best one. And that was after Madden had started its decline because they were not the same teams. They worked in concert with each other to make sure that a lot of the new features in Madden were also kind of being implemented in NCAA. But the games played extremely differently. So there's still hope. We just hope that it just works better. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be really interesting to kind of see how this goes down, but excited for it. And yeah, just excited. So breaking news, even though this will probably be like weeks old by the time this video gets out.
It really will.
Yeah.
So, I have these bats here. If I shoot them, I guess I could get the. Okay, I want to get the right one, and then just fall off. Okay.
So, games I have been playing recently. Yakuza Like a Dragon was put on a Xbox Game Pass. That one
yes, along with all the Yakuzas.
Yes. I've been playing Like a Dragon, and it is immensely fun. Super silly, over the top, like all Yakuza games, except this one's just even more so because he basically he knows he's not, but he treats everything like he's an action hero, like a video game protagonist. So like,
hold on, we got plot. Are you in the game?
Yeah,
okay, good. I was about to say, I was gonna suck. You don't have to be able to see this.
Future, you idiot! I'm not an idiot. You're the idiot.
Ooh, sick burn. Ooh, you shot her first. That's not okay.
Hey, women first.
Ladies first, right?
Yep.
Oh no, I don't want to do this again. I don't want to do this again.
Maybe it'll be easier this time.
Shut up. No, it won't.
But anyway, so like because he thinks he's like because he treats it like he's in a Dragon Quest video game. He like turns all of the people he's fighting into exaggerated versions of themselves, which is just funny. But I ran into something that we talked about on our original podcast episodes before, which we need to start
plural. We only did one that I haven't edited.
No, I meant on our old ones, on our like bro talks and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Where I believe we talked about this subject. Did we talk about like auto saving in video games and stuff like that?
No. Wait, what about auto saving?
Anyway, I'll get to my point and whatever. Woo! That's what the fans. Oh, and then there's that. I was about to say that's what they're talking about when they say pro moves.
No. There's not a single thing that I do in this game that has been a pro move. I disagree with any comment that comes my way on that.
Anyway, so it's been brought up in at least other channels' video games, like the improvements that have been done from like auto saving, where it's a lot better than it ever used to be. That there's auto saves or saving in smart places and stuff like that. Well, Yakuza Like a Dragon has an autosave feature, as many games have. So what I found... Ooh,
what?
That was crazy.
What? That was funny.
I did have an annoyance though. So I had played probably for a few hours. I've gotten very far in this game.
You've gotten far in a few hours?
In comparison. Like, I met not a few hours total, but a few hours from a certain point, right? I've been playing for a long time. I had created, so I had an autosave, and in earlier game, I had created a separate save because I wasn't, I didn't know that it was autosaving at the time. Anyway, so I played for a long time, whatever, I have to stop playing. I come back to it on another day, and I load up what I thought was the save file of my most recent gameplay session. But what I had actually accidentally loaded up was my save file that I had created like probably 2 or 3 hours ago. And when I loaded up that save file, it auto-saved over my save file.
Oh shit.
So I lost like 3 hours of gameplay.
Oh, we've all been there.
I was like, why would it when I load up a game file, it auto-saved just over, it's like the auto-save was a separate file. So instead of just auto-saving over the save file that I had loaded up, it auto-saved over the auto-save file. So yeah, anyway, I haven't touched it since.
Whoa! I just went all the way down. I didn't mean to do that, but okay, I'll take it.
Just like in the past when Fallout games save game files corrupted or something like that, I just can't touch the game.
So close.
I just can't touch the game for a while, so I'll go back to it eventually. But
you're just petty right now. You're just upset.
I just can't. You know, I've played 3 hours of this game.
I would. I just pushed through it.
I completed fully 2 mini games in that time period that were tedious as hell. So now I have to go back and do them again.
Hey man, I've been there.
So
it's okay, man.
But yeah, we need to do more podcast episodes because I have.
Oh come on!
Just too soon. Because I'm sure we both have thoughts about the stuff that was at E3 or the equivalent.
This was actually
this year.
Yeah, man. I don't know if it's always been done like this, but like it felt like the schedule was just kind of not the best.
Well, yeah, because it wasn't. It was pretty much everyone's own thing. So there wasn't. I mean, there was still communication, obviously, but there wasn't as much communication as.
Well, just as a result, I actually didn't watch everybody's for like the first time since I really started watching E3.
Yeah, I just did the highlights.
Like I didn't even catch highlights of I think a couple of them. So I saw Microsoft's / Bethesda's. I saw like I don't know, maybe 2/3 of Ubisoft's. I saw Square's. Yes, I saw Square's. That was it. I think that's all I saw.
Yeah, but we'll get a list out. We need to do an episode for it.
So I don't even know what was announced at some of them. I know there were a lot of other smaller ones. I didn't catch the last half of Ubisoft's. I didn't catch the second one that Xbox decided to do because I guess they just weren't done owning E3 this year. I will say this though. Microsoft fucking killed it this year.
Oh yeah. Well, especially because for everyone who has Xbox Game Pass, every game they talked about besides Battlefield.
There was 3 games I think that weren't on the Game Pass or weren't going to be on the Game Pass immediately or something like that.
I was told that it was what I had read was it was only Battlefield that wasn't going to be. I think
Dave Specific said a few times like there was like 3 titles or something.
Anyway, but most of those games were going to be free at launch on Game Pass, which is so much value. Like, I have the Game Pass right now. I got it for free because of work. But when I have money to spend again, I will be getting... Whoa.
Gosh damn it.
I will be getting Game Pass. It's such a good value. Like they're like PlayStation has to have something soon. If they don't have something soon, I think that this will cause Xbox to maybe not catch up per se, but it will definitely cause a shift. Because like, yeah, I can play all the major games on Game Pass pretty much eventually. Like, even games that aren't on it automatically, I can wait. Starfield's going to be most likely an Xbox exclusive, at least timed. Oh, that was just...
Serious?
It was so good at first, and then you just missed it.
I just missed it.
So yeah, we need to do the podcast, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about.
I guess say one thing about still talking about the Xbox thing. Something I appreciated, that I particularly appreciated, was so I saw the whole showcase. I didn't just see highlights. I saw the whole damn thing. And first of all, I love how they did it. It reminded me of how Sony did it, like 2017 or 16, whatever big one that like they completely fucking killed a few years ago. Like it was just nonstop games. You know what I mean? Like just straight up.
Yeah.
I think like Todd Howard showed up at the beginning and then he left. We never saw him again. And I was like, that's probably for the fucking best. No one wants to see his fucking face right now.
No one wants to hear him say it just works.
Yeah, no one wants to hear any. I was actually surprised it started off with him. And I was wondering if they were going to like kind of lean into the fact that like Todd has now become a meme. Anyways, so he left, and then Pete Hines, I think he's the CEO of Bethesda, showed up with someone. I think halfway, and then Phil Spencer himself showed up at the end. And that was it. Everything else was like a bunch of fucking games, and not only that, but the games that they showed off were very varied, which I liked a lot, because I think that's something Xbox has struggled with for a long time.
Yeah, they had a lot of indie type games. They had a lot because they're so invested now. They have so many studios. They have so many programs. Like they have that indie like partnership almost, where it's incredibly easy for indie developers to not only make their games, but then they have a service like Game Pass that they can put it on makes it instantly accessible. Where in the past, like for an indie game to get successful, it had to go viral, right? Now it's free. Like hold on real quick before you get on.
I will say, at least what it seems like, at least on the PC landscape, you still kind of need your game to go viral.
Yeah, PC, but it still makes it easier, right? Because like now, like what Game Pass has done for me is I played more indie games in this past year than I've ever played in my life. Because a lot of times in between game launches that I want to play, I'm like, oh man, I'm bored. Let's go see what's on Game Pass. And I come across a game and I'm like, oh yeah, this looks kind of interesting. And because I don't have to pay for it, I download it real quick. Most indie games download really fast because they're not that much hard drive space. And I play it, and I found a lot of games that I'm like, oh, this game's really fun. I'm going to play this game now.
Yeah,
and
actually, I was going to say I
never would have played those games if I had to pay any amount of money for them.
That was actually the exact same thing I was kind of having a little bit of time with the PS Plus, which of course that's like to a lesser extent of the Game Pass, and obviously Xbox has the games with gold, which does the same thing. But like it served the same purpose. They would sometimes put out like an indie game for the PS3 offerings, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. And the same thing, right? And you're like, oh, this game wasn't half bad. Yeah. You know, and it kind of just increases your, like, people like to talk about being, I don't mean for this to get, I guess, too deep, but I don't know, I feel like it has some importance. So when people talk about being cultured in life, right? Experiencing other cultures, experiencing different languages, different types of people, so you know that the world doesn't just revolve around where you live, right? Or in your country or whatever. Or just, if you can't get out of the country, try to find people who are from other countries, so you get to learn how other cultures work and everything. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So you're just not ignorant with the world. And then some people say the same thing about food, right? Increase your, expand your palate. Try different foods. Don't just eat American foods, or don't just eat Chinese food. That's all you grew up on. Try other palates, right? The same thing can be said for games.
Yeah.
you shouldn't. I mean, yeah, there will people who are just going to be your COD/Madden guy, you know, or just your Battlefield dude, or just your RTS type of guy. But I feel like if you are like a really good, you know, really dedicated gamer, you should take the time to play other games that you may not have ever played before. If it's just like to try, especially if it's on sale for like a couple bucks. I mean, for all you PC people, I mean, you guys got sales up the wazoo. People be selling some games for like a nickel, you know. So I mean, like, you know, increase your palette, you know, like just try other games, you know. Don't just play horror games, right? Don't just play racing games. Don't just play FPS. Like I'm the first one to tell. Like David knows that was me. Like I was like against FPSs for like most of my life, like the majority of my life, like up till I was like 18 years old. I was like, FPSs are crap, they're terrible, that's just what the fucking bros be playing, all that shit, and I didn't want to be part of that. And then I discovered Metro, which was actually offered through PS Plus, and then everything changed. And I was like, okay, I can appreciate the genre now. I still don't play COD or Battlefield, mind you, but
you played like Borderlands.
But now, like, I'm playing Borderlands. I play BioShock. I play, you know, Metro, and like, so if an FPS has a good enough premise for me, I'll be like, okay, I'll actually play it. So like the FPS perspective doesn't like piss me off as much as it used to. Like, I still prefer third person any day, but FPS doesn't you know make me mad anymore. But like, you know, I feel like I was kind of more aware of all the different types of games that are out there, and so in playing some of these indie games, you're like, okay, there's like all these type of games that are coming out and all that stuff and everything. It's one thing to know about the games and understand what's out there, but another game to actually play them and actually kind of understand how they work, you know. And so Game Pass, like to a greater extent of what the PS Plus or Games with Gold offer, is basically that, but just times like 1,000. You know, and there's just so much stuff you can play and just try out. You know, it's a great offering. But to try to kind of add on that, well, I was saying my initial point, which is that just I know everything they showed at the showcase was was going to be on the Game Pass, but just if you remove the Game Pass part of it, all the games they showed were so varied. So, and I thought that was really great, you know, because for the longest time, Xbox was just known as this like, if you like shooters or if you like sports, you went to Xbox, right? Because that's just happened to be where everyone was at. And if you liked everything outside of that, you played PlayStation or Nintendo or whatever. But now, you know, you can play Xbox and have a breadth of different variety of games, you know, or starting to get to the same breadth of variety that like PlayStation has always been known for. You know, they still have a lot of work to do on the JRPG front, but they have a whole bunch of other things now, you know, whereas PlayStation was kind of known as like, if you want to play other things, that's where you went. But now Xbox is doing it, and it's great, you know, and I think that's going to just make them even better, more of a powerhouse than they already were in the industry, you know, and it kind of puts them more at a level playing field, you know, because some people really like Xbox as the brand, but they just don't have the games that they like to play, you know. But now they're offering these other options, and I think that's going to be great for consumers going forward. And so I just thought that was a huge plus on Xbox's conference, but we can get deeper into that on a podcast or something.
Yeah, we should.
Which, by the way, guys, I have the episode. I just haven't edited it yet, but it will go out. I need to talk to Dave about like certain things like thumbnails or like in distribution and things like that. But it is done. We did do it, and then we'll just gauge your guys' reception and see if we'll keep going with it. Anyways, just gonna wrap this episode up here. This episode was actually, it would have been like 5 minutes shorter, but we were talking, so we'll wrap this up here. I think we only have left is the boss, the final level. Hopefully, I pray to God it's the final level. Hopefully I think we're done, Dave. I think we got just this, and that's it. So we're gonna wrap this up here. If you guys liked it, share with your friends, share with your homies, share with your pets. I don't care. Share it out there. Let other people see us chit chat and talk and just die 1,000,000 times while we're doing it. If you liked it, please throw up a like, comment below, talk about podcasts or the video or whatever have you that you liked about the video, and subscribe if you're new, or subscribe if you just like what you've been seeing or listening to, whatever, you know what I meant. And we will see you guys next time. Bye. David, say bye.
Bye.
Louder.
Bye.
There we go.